Hi, my name is Mizzle and you are about to get to know me. My name is Mizzle. I'm an Afrobeat artist and producer from Lagos, Nigeria. I feel most of the things that make me cool are very personal. I try to show it, like a lot of my personality in my music, but I can do everything. I produce, write, mix, master. I shoot my own videos. So, but I think the coolest thing about me is something unrelated to music. I cook. I cook. I'm a very good cook as well. Everybody, but from like an African perspective. My sound is very much related to my name. My name Mizzle, Mizzle. It means when it rains in light showers. So and usually every time it rains in light showers, it's like a mood, like it's a cool, chilled vibe where a lot of people do bad things, good things, you know. So I try to convey that in my sound, in the way that I look, you know, very calm, very collected. When you hear my music as well, my voice is very sweet, very calm. The beats, there's some groove. Yeah, and the thing about it is that a mizzle can become a storm, like a mizzle. Another name for it is drizzle. That's pretty much what I'm trying to pass across with my music. I saw my friend using his laptop in secondary school many years ago, and I just immediately I saw him holding the mic and just recording on his laptop. I fell in love with it. I was like, yeah, I have to try doing that. It was very exciting. It was like I was like a kid in a candy store. So I picked up the mic, I started recording the song, and I never looked back. Like since then, I've just always been making music. I feel like I'm pretty much the luckiest person in the world. Like every single person I've ever encountered, especially I mean my family, my friends, they've all been very supportive. But I would say that is mostly because I make very good music. I feel like if my family heard my music and it was trash, they probably wouldn't support me and then I would have to rebel. People think that I'm rude, but that's not true. It's just because of like my brand. I mean, I'm very calm and collected. And one thing about silence is that if you're very silent, people tend to like project and then try to put things on you and make you seem like something you're not. I guess the only thing I would say is like, yeah, me being like rude, yeah, but it's not true. Love Yourself by Justin Bieber. Love that song so much. I think yeah in another world I would say polygamy, but it's very hard to manage that. So sometimes you have to just cut your cloth according to your size. So I would say monogamy.
So ideally, what you want to be
In a yeah in a free world where I can just do whatever I want without any consequences. Yeah, I probably have maybe like 5, 6 wives. Yeah, I have a lot of love to give, but I feel like that's also going to be very stressful. Emotionally, I'll still cut my cloth according to my size and just be with one person. So monogamy at the end of the day. Buying weed. Yeah. Because it's very expensive. Like things are expensive. Like weed is expensive now. Like is a very expensive habit to have. And for some reason, not for some reason, I mean, I enjoy smoking weed recreationally. But it's expensive, an expensive habit. I feel like I've spent more money on weed than I've spent on anything. For not finishing my food and then pouring the food at the back of the chair, thinking that it would disappear. I don't know why I did that, but yeah. Something I think is underrated, fighting. I think that a lot of people try to take the high road too much, and sometimes when you have issues with somebody, you'll be surprised at how much you guys will relieve your problems if you just box it out. And then once you finish fighting, you'll be so surprised that all the tension just reduces. So fighting is underrated. What I think is overrated, I think that being an entrepreneur, I think is overrated. I think that there's nothing wrong with like trying to have a 9 to 5 and just working and earning some money. You don't have to try to start a business. It's not for everybody. You can be a very flawed human being, but still very much believe in God and believe in Jesus Christ. It's not very popular, but I feel like you can be very, very spiritual and still be flawed. Like people judge themselves too harshly and forget that. I mean, I'm a Christian, so people judge themselves too harshly and forget the reason why Christ died. It's very, very unpopular right now to be a Jesus soldier and be like trying to represent Jesus because everybody has flaws. I feel like you should always represent your faith in whatever it is you're doing. Loudest DM I've ever received is a video. So I had this song called BDSM that I released 2 years ago, featuring Iniola. And in this song, it's very, very raunchy. Like it's very like we're talking about having sex in different ways. And so somebody sent me a video of herself. She was touching herself in the video. And I was like, yeah, it was just a video. And then the caption just said, "Would you do BDSM to me?" And that has to be the wildest thing I've ever seen in my DM before. I didn't reply that video. Justin Bieber, Drake, Whiskey, Omale, Thames. Oh, that's five. Oh yeah. Any J Hus song because it's very, very aggressive and it just motivates me every day. So J Hus music, soundtrack to my life.